Hey guys, it's Tammy here. I'm back with a quick tutorial. This is an ASC design team project, and I am going to show you how to make these really pretty bookmarks. And I am using some paper I got in my design team package, which is blue Fern Studios Waltz paper. And I am using the songbird paper, which I cut out the back panels for all the cards, plus the front panel for this one card. So anyway, I think it's this side. So I used this side of the paper, and I cut out my panels. I used SVG files from Dreaming Tree. And these are the 3 different bookmarks they have, and all of these files are free on Dreaming Tree's website, so you should go check that out. I think one's called Nouveau, one's called Sunshine, and I don't remember what this one's called. So, but I'm doing a swap in a group, and I have to do 3 bookmarks with book pages, and they have to be simple bookmarks. So I decided just to cut them out with the SVG files, make them really simple, and I'm going to show you something. So I used rose gold cardstock, which has a craft paper backing, and that is for these parts here. Okay, and then what I did was I took a piece of craft cardstock and I used some score tape, and let me show you. The score tape I used is this score tape. So I filled the page with the score tape all the way across, and I did that twice, and then I had like a 1/4 inch left, so I used my actually it was like a 1/2 inch, so I used the 1/2 inch to go along here. Then I took out some book pages that I had in a book, just an old book that was given to me. I think it's a German. I don't really know what it says, but anyway, I thought that's the only old book I could find. I don't know where my other old books are. So what I did was I just lined the page, stuck the pages, cut off the borders on the pages, the margins, cut those off, stuck them on here in random spots, and just filled the page up. And then I cut out the base for the bookmarks. So you'll see there's craft on the back, and then you'll see the wording on the front. And so cut that out on my scan and cut, and now we're just going to assemble the bookmarks. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to distress all the edges. So even if it's a page for the bookmark that's not going to be seen, I'm still going to distress the edges just in case there's any exposed parts to the bookmark. Just going to do that on all of these. Okay, then I am going to distress this front part, which is actually going to overlay. This is an overlay. This is the only one that has this type of overlay on the bookmark, and these bookmarks for the swap have to be really simple, so I felt like this was pretty simple. Well, for me it's simple. I'm not going to embellish them or anything like that. I figure the rose gold accents would be enough. Okay, so that's going to go on top, and I'm going to, let's see, yeah, I think it's this part. Let's distress the back panel. Really easy project, would make a great gift for anyone that you know that reads books still. You could make 3 and give them as a gift. And there's that one. So that one's going to go in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and get out my art glitter glue. Nothing fancy. And I'm just going to glue the back panel on, which is going to make this card bookmark really sturdy. It's already kind of sturdy with the layers building up, so plus it's a bookmark, so you don't want it real bulky if someone's going to use it in a book or a journal. I wouldn't want it really bulky because then that kind of defeats the purpose of using it in a book. Okay, so I'm just going to lay that down. Make sure that my edges are aligned on both sides. Then I'm going to take my brayer and I'm just going to make sure that that's good and adhered, just like that. So that's the back. Now we're going to put the front panel on, and then you can just see the words through that panel. This bookmark's really pretty. I'm going around the outside edge first. Then I'm just going to come in around all the holes. Kind of hard to see some of them. Just like that. Make sure we get a good amount of glue. Glue kind of dries fast, so you gotta work fast. Okay. Alright, then I'm just going to take that and line it up. Just like that. I'm going to take my brayer and just make sure I get a good adhesion. Like that. And then this one has this accent. So I gotta figure out, I think it goes right there. Yep. So I'm just gonna put some glue on that. Make sure you get the glue all the way up to the tip and around the circle, because you don't want this catching on anything and ripping off. That would be a bummer. Oops. It's very delicate. Okay. Sure we got enough glue. Then we're going to take that and carefully center it on the bookmark. Make sure it's on the edge. Alright, I'm going to take the brayer and there you go. So there's bookmark number 1. And now we're going to do the second and third bookmark. Put my glue back in there. So again, I'm going to stress the edges of the book page. And I'm just using Tim Holtz Distress Ink Vintage Photo for all the edges. And we're going to take this one and distress the edges of the back panel. goes there. I'm going to go ahead and distress the other one too. No, it is just a little bit. Okay, so now we've distressed all the edges. Going to go ahead and glue the main panel to the back panel. This one's easier and you definitely want to make sure you get on the edges, as close to the edge as possible. Okay, so the bookmark is covered. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to glue this one. Try to line it up with the hole first, and then just work my way, make sure it's totally aligned. Then alright, so then we're going to glue this part, and when you line this one up, you're just going to line it up with the hole, and then it's going to have kind of a border around it, so like that, and then the book page shows through. And then something I didn't like about this when it cut out, so here's something else you can do if you don't like how something's cut out. When you cut it out on the machine, I think I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to cut that piece off on both sides. And then I'm just going to do it here too, because then I can have more of the book page showing. Just like that. And you wouldn't even know it. Only because my Scan and Cut kind of doesn't like those little really intricate things to cut out, so I didn't like how that looked. Alright, so on this one we're just going to go around the edge. This rose gold is really pretty. I'm just going to glue as much as I can on the big parts. I'm not too worried about the little intricate parts, as long as I get the bulk of it glued down. So on these leaves, I'm just going to go around like that. Make sure I get that part, that part. Okay. Then I'm just going to try to line that up with the hole at the top. Just like that. Take my brayer. I'm going to turn it over just to make sure. Alright, so there's our second bookmark. And I might put some Nuvo drops on here because I don't think that'll be too bulky for a book, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So Maybe if I can find some flat sequins, I might do that too. Alright, so now we're just gonna glue this part on. I always struggle with this delicate stuff. Plus this glue dries so fast. Okay, I think that's everything. So we're going to do the same thing on this one. We're going to line it up with that little mark right there, the hole for the top of the bookmark, and get it right there. Make sure it's even, and then over with the brayer, turn it over, and there we go. So there are the 3 bookmarks that I made for the swap using the Blue Fern Studio Bird Waltz paper, and this is a design team project. So I'm probably going to I might make some tassels, or I'm not really sure yet. I thought I had some gold tassels, but I have to find them. I found my silver ones, but not my gold ones. So I may have to make some tassels for these, but they'll be really simple. Again, because they're bookmarks. So anyway, so thanks a lot for stopping by and watching my video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. And then if you hit the bell icon to the right, you'll be notified when I do upload a new video. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I will post pictures of these finished bookmarks on my Instagram as well as at the end of the video. So thank you, and I hope everyone has a blessed rest of the weekend.